Most people think NotebookLM is just a tool where you upload a PDF and ask a few questions, but that's actually the least interesting thing it can do. If you use it properly, NotebookLM becomes something much more powerful, a personal research system, a place where you collect knowledge, analyze information, generate insights, and even generate finished outputs like slide decks, reports, audio or video overviews from this information. And when you combine it with Gemini, you can query multiple research notebooks at once, building your own personal AI knowledge base. In this video, I'll show you exactly how this workflow works. Before diving into the tool, it helps to understand the overall workflow. First, we collect sources, then NotebookLM analyzes them. Studio transforms that research into useful outputs, and finally, Gemini allows us to synthesize insights across multiple notebooks, effectively turning this into our personal AI knowledge base. So let me show you how this actually works in a real example. Open your browser and go to notebooklm.google.com. Once you're logged in with your Google account, you can create your first notebook. Another interesting section is the featured notebooks area. These are example notebooks created by Google and other experts that demonstrate how the tool can be used. They include curated sources on specific topics and show how NotebookLM organizes information, generates insights, and creates outputs like summaries or audio discussions. Exploring these featured notebooks is a great way to quickly understand what the platform is capable of and to get inspiration for how you might structure your own research notebooks. Let's create a new notebook. Click Create Notebook. You can think of each notebook as a container for knowledge, a place where you collect information about a specific topic. Inside a notebook, you can add different types of sources, for example, documents, websites, or YouTube videos, Google Drive documents, or even plain text. But instead of manually searching for sources, NotebookLM can also help us discover them. For example, imagine we want to identify the most useful AI tools for startup founders in 2026. Here we can choose between fast research and deep research. Deep research usually returns more sources, but it takes longer. For this demo, I'll choose fast research so we can see the results quickly. Now let's submit the query. On the left side, you can see NotebookLM searching for relevant sources. Let's name this notebook AI Tools 2026 while research is running. Once the sources appear, we can review them and choose which ones we want to import. I'll select a few of these and add them to the notebook. Once the sources are imported, NotebookLM reads them and automatically builds a knowledge base. And now, instead of manually reading everything, we can simply start asking questions. For example, we could ask, list the AI tools that appear most frequently across these sources. NotebookLM now scans the sources and identifies which tools are mentioned the most. It then summarizes the results and shows us a list of the tools that appear repeatedly across the material. So when you look across the ecosystem at the time of the video, most founders are primarily using ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini as their core reasoning models. In addition to the major reasoning models, founders also rely on specialized tools such as Cursor for AI-assisted coding, Perplexity for research, Vercel for deploying AI applications, Intercom's Fin for automated customer support, and Canva for fast visual design and content creation. For automation and operations, founders commonly use tools like Supabase for backend infrastructure and Solvia for automated scheduling and communication management. What just happened here is a technique used in many modern AI systems. It's called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. Instead of answering purely from its training data, the AI first retrieves relevant documents. Those documents are then used as context to generate the answer. In this case, NotebookLM retrieves the sources inside the notebook and generates an answer grounded in those materials. In simple terms, the AI is answering using your documents instead of guessing. Please keep in mind that the answer can still be wrong if one or more of the sources contains incorrect information, but systems like this greatly reduce the chances of completely made-up answers. Now let's turn the research into something useful. On the right side, you'll see the Studio section. Studio allows you to generate different outputs based on the sources in your notebook. For example, we could generate a video overview. To do that, we click on Video Overview. As you can see here, NotebookLM offers several different formats, languages, visual styles, and a custom prompt window for customization. So let's select brief, keep the language as is, and choose the style whiteboard. Now for the custom prompt, we could leave it like that or write something like focus on the AI tools and use cases they solve. Keep it short and use beginner-friendly vocabulary. Now let's click generate and see what gets generated. It will take some time because the AI has to summarize and organize the information as instructed by the prompt and then generate the video and voice for the overview. As you can see, Studio can generate many other types of outputs as well, such as audio overviews, slide decks, mind maps, reports, flashcards, quizzes, infographics, and data tables. This allows you to quickly transform your research into structured and usable outputs. We're not going to go through all of them here, otherwise this video would take forever. Try experimenting with them yourself. You'll quickly see how powerful this feature is. Okay, so let's take a look at the video overview that got generated for us. Here is one cut from the generated video overview.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're breaking down how AI agents can completely change your small business. Are you swamped with a to-do list that never ends? Yep, you're not alone. It's a huge small business problem. Well, the solution is here. Think of AI agents as powerful digital employees for your team. So what is an AI agent? It's not just a chatbot. It's a doer. It actually completes tasks for you. Okay, first step, let's see how they can totally change the way you talk to customers.
As you can see in the video overview, the output from NotebookLM feels quite premium, and for the amount of work we put in, it's actually impressive what it produced. So try the other options as well and see which one fits best for analyzing or presenting the information you want to show. Now we know how to research, store, and output information in different formats. But there's still one problem. Each notebook is isolated, and there's no good way to connect information across them. Or is there? Well, inside NotebookLM itself, not really. But when you combine it with Gemini, things get much more interesting. Now let's extend this workflow. Open a new tab and go to gemini.google.com. Gemini allows you to attach documents when asking questions. And this is where it gets powerful. You can attach your NotebookLM notebooks as sources. This means Gemini can analyze and synthesize insights across multiple notebooks at once. So instead of working with isolated pieces of research, you're now connecting everything together. You're essentially querying your own personal AI knowledge library, which makes it very powerful, almost like a personal RAG system. Founders can use this workflow for several things: market research, understanding competitors, learning new domains quickly, creating reports or presentations, building a personal knowledge base, making faster strategic decisions, and much more. Your imagination is the limit. NotebookLM helps you synthesize insights across curated information so you can understand complex topics much faster. Thank you for listening, and if you made it until the end, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more AI-related videos.